It is Wednesday, fresh out of work, about to head home and get this reflection walk going because as promised, I said I was gonna do it today. And I'm pretty sure my baby girl is waiting on me at the crib in the backyard. So stay tuned. Whew, all right, just pulled up to the crib, and like I said before, look at who is waiting on me. Look at who's waiting on me. Look at her. She's smiling. I don't know if you guys can see her, but she is smiling at your boy. Look at her jumping up and down. You excited, huh? Hold on. Hi, baby girl. Athena. Athena, you ready to go bye-bye? 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 All right. Let me harness her up so we can get this reflection walk going. Stay tuned. And we are off. She decided to go to the right this week. Guess that's just her new routine. Sometimes she will get spontaneous and she wants to go to the left, but the last few weeks she's just been bending to the right, and I'm not tripping as long as she gets her outside of the backyard walk in. That's what we doing, man. And it's been over a week since I actually walked her, so just glad that I was able to speed home so I can get this reflection walk going before I pick my son up. But anyways, let's get to it, y'all, while this one is sniffing behind me. Okay, so you know, we have become accustomed to a few terms like thoughts become things, be careful what you wish for, and the power of the tongue you have to be mindful of because it is very strong. And we all hear these things, you know, especially when it comes to manifestation, right? Because if you dream about something, you think about something, you put energy towards something, sooner or later it'll come into fruition. But this is the thing that I wanted to talk about. We know all of these terms, right? But what happens when you start discussing these amongst other people? For an example, I've been working my ass off the last few days, getting this overtime in, right? And I am very fortunate to be able to do so. But before that even happened, the last month or so, I told my lady, my mom, my homeboys, even my son, I was like, listen, June is gonna be a very expensive month because we got birthdays, Father's Day, I got anniversary. Me and my son are gonna go on our annual beach vacation. So I'm like, listen, I need to make some money, at least 4 days worth of overtime, right? And just so happened on Monday, after I got done doing my Monday Night Raw commentary reactions, I got the message that overtime was going to be available. Now I sat there outside because I was not prepared for it. And I was like, damn, what am I going to do? The opportunity presented itself. And if I don't take this, then was I really wanting to get those 4 days of overtime, or was I just talking shit? So I said, you know what? Fuck this. I'm going to start mobilizing now and getting my household situated so I can work this. And that's exactly what happened yesterday. Ended up having to wake my son up, you know, an hour into his sleep so I could do his hair and everything so he could put himself on a bus. Got breakfast together, got dinner, you know, situated for everybody, and I took my ass to work. And I say that to say this, guys. We can talk as much shit as we want to about the things that we want, the things that we want to do. We can talk about how bad the economy is and how expensive, you know, the price of living is. And, you know, oh, if I just had that one opportunity, I'm telling you, I would do this and do that. Well, listen, talk is cheap at the end of the day. And it's going to come a time where you're going to have to actually put those words into action and do something when the opportunity does present itself. Just imagine me, guys. Just imagine me telling my lady, hey, overtime's available, but I'm not going to take it. She going to look at me like, weren't you just saying that you needed to work these few days of overtime? And now that you have the opportunity to, you don't want to do it? She would look at me like a bitch. And I am not a bitch, guys. I am a man's man. I'm a man of my word, and I'm a very intentional man. So if I say certain things, I mean it. And after I completed my shift yesterday, guess what happened? Another opportunity to work overtime presented itself. And you should already know what I did. I took my ass to work. Regardless if I had to wake up a few hours early on my day off, I went ahead and knocked it out, right? So that's 2. So now I got half of the overtime days that I wanted. And I feel very accomplished about doing so. Because we can't sit here and talk about, you know, I want to do this, I want to do that. And, you know, if I just had that one chance, that one shot. Because the opportunity is going to happen, guys. If you're doing the right things, you're staying focused, you position yourself right, it's going to happen. It is. Hold on a sec. Come on. Hello, how you guys doing? Come on, girl. Say hi to your neighbors, guys. Say hi to your neighbors. Be cordial. This one right here, she was trying to interact with the neighbor's dog, and I had to pull her away because she is with the shits, even though she old as hell. But anyways, guys, you just have to make sure what you put out to the universe, what you pray about, you know, what you think, because thoughts do become things at the end of the day, guys. If you continue to be fixated on certain things, whether it's a good or a bad thing, eventually it's gonna turn up, and you gotta be ready. You gotta be ready. Same thing like with relationships. Everybody wants to have, you know, a compatible, you know, woman or a man, but you have to be ready for that. Every guy wants to have a traditional, you know, help meet submissive woman, a good woman that's not a whore, right? But you have to understand what comes along with that too. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, I have a phenomenal woman, but there are things that come along with that you have to make adjustments within yourself in order to make sure that she stays in her feminine energy, guys. Just like how a woman wants to be with a masculine man, she's gonna have to make some concessions too if she's one of these liberated, fell into feminism ideals, Miss Independent, because hypermasculine men don't like that shit, right? So she's gonna have to learn how to become feminine in order for that man to be attracted to her. And it is what it is, man. But life is a grind. Life is about work. Life is about dedication. Life is about being intentional. So you have to be intentional with your thoughts and the things that you say, because I'm telling you now, man, if I did not take my ass to work and actually do the things that was requested, then I'm pretty sure I wouldn't have had that opportunity to do that. God wouldn't have blessed me with another opportunity, because I'm telling you, everybody gets that opportunity to change their life for the better and to get the things that they want, but they got to make sure that they are actually going to step up to the plate and take it whenever it does present itself. All right, well, I gotta pick my son up here in a minute, and I still gotta try to edit this video and drop it around 5:30. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you got some insight. Don't forget to like the video, sub to the channel, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.